The important is simple. We just want more and more people to pick up a rope and start jumping.
All right. Is this towards a future goal for the whole sport? Is there something that we're alluding to here? Let's get specific.
Let's get specific. Well, I tell you what, if we get specific as see what's going on this floor, but the overall goal is just that at the end of the day, it's about getting more people involved, more individuals, and organizationally, we're talking about sustainability. So our work and efforts in getting not just teams started, but the sport within that country sustainable that will be there for generations to come.
That sounds like exactly what we all want to have happen. I appreciate you guys for coming up here. Nick, if you one more time, just give us how can we contact you and when should we start doing that?
I want you to contact me as soon as possible, and you can reach me at nick@worldjumprope.org.
All right, thank you so much. And your team is doing very well today, and you have your own competition later on. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. All right. On the floor right now, we have Jump Company USA, Abby, Sophie, and Cecilia. This is an all-female group. And they are one of the junior teams that are out here performing with us today. Their scores were the highest in the junior divisions. So the top two from those will be performing with us. We do have all the scores in from our wheel freestyle. And in the female wheel, the Indy Air Bears, Caitlin and Mallory are taking first place. The male wheel, this is team freestyle. Comet skippers, Stuart Isaac, Jarris Pendleton, Dylan Plummer, and Ridge Robinson were going to take home first with an 8.17. The open team, Skipsations, they held strong with that. Cynthia, Sam, Cameron, and Zach. And then the Bouncing Bulldogs are taking first as well. Kenzie, Anna, Lily, and Whitney with their female team freestyle. For those of you at home who are watching this live feed, think back on some times that the best double singles routines that you've seen, whether they be the most innovative or the cleanest, whatever sparked your excitement for jump rope. Tell us what they are. Who was jumping? When it happened? We'd love to hear it. Hashtag WJR2014. Sarah, we have a fantastic group out here. We have the hot dogs.
All right. We have AJ, Dylan, and Joe.
That's right. Now, AJ's been a character this whole time. He's fantastic. Great and big personality.
Many of these jumpers have only been jumping for 1 to 2 years. And the reason these guys get hooked in jump rope is because they see it. They see it, and there's something about it that brings them such joy, and they just cannot come away from it. And so rather than telling your friends about jump rope, you really have to show them. So this is a really good opportunity for you to call someone up, email them, say, hey, check out what's going on, and show them what jump rope is all about.
Oh, that team did very well. They're so excited.
Well done by the bouncing Bulldogs. We've got the shiniest team in the house. This is Itkamasu with Yuki, Rasuke, and Kiyoka.
It looks like Jeremy was unsuccessful so far of gaining those shorts. This Walmart brand probably didn't cut it.
Maybe he can trade a pin for some shorts.
Oh, there you go.
Pin trading being very common in the jump rope world. And don't be fooled, some of the rope manipulation skills that you see here today takes an incredible amount of coordination and practice.
Absolutely. Like what they're doing right now.
So they're actually turning backwards, which we decided was Irish turning yesterday.
Yeah, or if you're in the UK, dolly turning.
No big deal, just a standing back tuck. And a little bit of a gainer there.
Yeah.
Beautiful rope manipulation here by this team.
No, I like the contrast. Wow, that was really cool. Of the ropes when they're doing their routine, because you can definitely tell what's happening.
Absolutely. Holy moly, that was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about doing like a pinwheel, multiple under in double dutch. It looks fantastic.
It does. The shape of the rope is definitely defined. And it's really fun to see that. And it's really hard to do.
It's extremely hard to do. Yeah, I really like the teams from continental Asia. They have a style, like they can do the huge tricks, don't get me wrong, but they do it in such a way, like within the rope manipulations, that it just looks so graceful and smooth. Here we've got Groove Line, one of my other favorite teams from this entire competition, a younger Japanese team who has been showing us incredible rope manipulations, and they look so calm and collected out there, very #groovy. And again, don't be fooled. Like sometimes they might not do the biggest skills in the ropes, but the rope manipulations are extremely difficult.
Yeah, we have Marie Britton commenting on what she looks forward to in Double Dutch. She says, I look forward to seeing what Hot Dog will come up with next. She loves seeing the gymnastics incorporated into their high-level routines. That's so true.
Yeah, I will agree with that one.
I love the gymnastics, but I would love to see a lot more rope manipulation skills by the Pan American jumpers. We have so much to learn from these guys.
True.
I hope Groove Line will be at the camp so they can teach everyone about their skills. Stay tuned for Groove Line's DDC freestyle routine, which even incorporates more of their rope manipulation skills. So even though they're competing as Indy Air Bears today, 2 of these jumpers are actually a part of the aerial Avon Aerial Orioles.
There you go. That's a very tough word or team name to say.
And you're going to see some pretty significant power skills at the beginning of this routine.
Song appropriate for their costume, or I mean for their uniform.
They really nailed this in the preliminary rounds, but are making a few mistakes here at the beginning. Is that what you would call a K-kick, Jeff? You may have missed it.
I did. What happened?
I was just clarifying what a K-kick was for those folks at home.
Oh. We do see a lot of, a good number of turner involvement, but we see a lot of it now in, I guess you say Pan American, when it's done in wheel. Because wheel by itself is turner involvement in double dutch. And now a lot of people just incorporating basically a whole 2-wheel routine as their double dutch routine, you know? Up next, we have the Carrie Super Sippers, Hannah, Graham, and Becca. They had a good 4-person team routine a few moments ago. In fact, they actually won it.
Here we go. Freestyle event. Judges ready, jumpers ready, set, go.
Wow, that's perfectly timed. Very nice rope release in double dutch. It was caught well, executed. It's okay, keep jumping. See, if you keep jumping, you can usually save it. Ah.
45. Freestyle event. Judges ready, jumpers ready, set, go.
Got the comm skippers on the floor now. Drew, Logan, and Ridge. Wow. Well, he is strong. I don't hate this.
Definitely very powerful in the middle. One thing that they'll want to work on in future years as they mature and continue to develop is turner involvement while those amazing skills are being performed in the middle of the jump ropes.
Right.
Freestyle event. Judges ready, jumpers ready, set, go.
Very good power sequence. Good switching section there.
Freestyle event. Judges ready, jumpers ready, set, go.
Sarah, Nigel is still going at it with the Coach Frederick coats for you, so.
Excellent job.
I think they've got one less problem now that they just did that routine. That was really good.
Yeah. They had 99 problems, but that routine ain't one. Oh yeah, ba-dum-chee.
Yes, badum-ching. Speaking of, 3 elephants jumped off a cliff. 2 of them landed in the water, and 2 of them landed on land. And 1 of them landed in the water.
Okay.
Badum-psh.
Oh my gosh. Did you get that off a Laffy Taffy rapper?
LJ Lavecchia, so basically.
Oh, that's a sweet handoff there. This is for the legend. This team is from France.
Stay tuned for Cat the Legend's DDC freestyle routine. As good as this routine is, that routine is stellar.
Oh, one of my favorites for sure. I was so excited to watch them yesterday. They did a phenomenal job.
Oh, and they went overtime.
Good job, very good job.
Here we go. Jumpers ready, set, go.
This is a superb routine by HFS Jump Force. Very nicely done. Next up, we have another team by the Bouncing Bulldogs with Anna, Bella, and Kenneth. And we've got all sorts of Coach Frederick quotes coming in. This makes me very, very happy. So one from Craig Merrigan. He says, "I'm not smiling because of your speed score. I just found a peanut in my pocket." I don't know if that, I think that probably means somebody did not do super well in their speed at one point.
Or that he really likes peanuts.
One or the other. I think that is his way of encouraging his team to do very well in speed. I like that one a lot. I've not heard that one actually. And the vision that Coach Frederick has is always reflected in the consistency and professionalism of his jumpers. Another Coach Frederick quote by Nigel A. in gold. We have the pain of hard work or the pain of regret. Pick one. Love it. This is another one that I really like. Skip rope, not school. Nice
Sometimes
job,
you have
Bulldogs.
to. In order to do the one, you have to do the other.
Just have to work extra hard on the off times to make up for that missing school. I would also hazard to say, Jeremy, that the education you get on some of these jump rope trips is sometimes even
More
far
valuable.
above than that one day in school that you might miss.
I would absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. All right, let's see what the hot dog boys can pull out today.
I'm sure some exciting stuff. Like
Wow.
that.
What was that, Jeff?
That's a cork to B-twist. B-twist to cork.
Yes, it was.
Whoa, I almost missed there, and they
Go
actually did.
boys.
Backhand spring to hand hop to push up.
This is LJ, Robbie, and Zev. They missed this yesterday, but they got it today.
There we go.
That
Nice
was
work,
amazing.
boys. Wow.
Very nice transition.
Oh, you could tell his foot hurt on that one.
Whoa!
Wow.
Catch that. Good job, guys.
Kid.
Wow.
Holy smokes. Not only amazing jumping, but phenomenal turning. Zev just cannot step back anymore.
I just want to say everything is awesome right now.
Yes, everything is cool when you're part of a team.
That's thank you, Lego Movie quotes.
This is a
Wow, look at
super
that.
cool. I don't even know what that is.
It's amazing. I'm just
It's-
so worried
it's
because they're so
awesome.
close to that far boundary over there.
Oh, come on.
Boys. Come on, boys. So they have to complete multiples in order to get credit for them and not get dogged.
That's right.
But that satisfies that
That
requirement.
was almost an octuplet. Almost.
Uh-huh.
Excellent try, boys.
With that mistake there, that could wipe out their whole multiple sequence.
I want them to teach me their crab wheel thing.
That was a very good routine.
I don't know what that was
Few
called.
mistakes.
Yeah, it was awesome.
their shirts say Jump CPL Rope.
Freestyle event.
Not sure what that means, but
Set. Go.
Showing us some really nice dance skills inside the rope. The footwork there is incredible. That is underappreciated, I think, in North America.
oh, absolutely.
Very difficult to do. Nicely timed to the music.
That's very impressive turning.
So consistent and so smooth. Wow, that is really hard to do. Also a very underappreciated skill. Nice recovery there. Very nicely done.
Well done. So some of the displacement, maybe the more power skills were not nearly as difficult as what we've seen, but a lot of the rope manipulation and the synchronicity with the music, the footwork, were way more difficult than a lot of what we've seen. So
By far.
it'll be interesting to see how the points play out with that. Plus, it was more clean than a lot of these routines have been so far, so that will also help them.
Absolutely. Right now in the open double Dutch single freestyle division, the Bouncing Bulldogs are first with a 6.77. That's with Andrew, Lily, and Rebecca. The male double Dutch single freestyle, Hot Dog USA, AJ, Dylan, and Joe with the 6.5. And those are the youngest of the Hot Dog boys who are competing right now. And in the female double Dutch single freestyle, we have Bouncing Bulldogs, Mia, Isabel, and Ilana.
So once again, the competitors that we're seeing today are those that had we're seeing the top 6 scorers in the preliminary rounds in the senior division, and then the top 2 from the novice division. So everybody that we're seeing today had top 6 score regardless of age division in the previous few days. And then we do have 2 novice groups regardless of age division, or 2 junior groups regardless of age division from the previous days as well. All going head to head, no
Very nice.
age divisions, only gender divisions.
Again, probably the reason you're watching right now is because you're completely amazed. Why don't you share that amazement with your friends and family? Call them up, email them, Twitter them, Facebook, whatever it takes, and let them join in on the joy of jumping. This was a huge routine in the preliminary rounds. Don't move a muscle.
Judges ready. Jumpers ready. Set. Go.
I love the standing backflip to push-up because it always takes me by surprise. Because they go all the way down, they don't land when I think they should, and then they land in a push-up. It's just that moment of like...
Extra, like it lingers in the air a little bit.
Right, I love that. I think that is a fantastic trick.
Very nicely done by the Hot Dog Boys. We are nearing the end of our Double Dutch Singles Freestyle event, and we'll be moving on to Double Dutch Pairs very shortly.
Freestyle event. Judges
So Hot Dog USA, Robbie LJ and Zev did overtake the lead in male double Dutch single freestyle with a 6.93 out of 10. I like that waterfall frogs and double Dutch singles. As the turners are in splits. All right, Ebony double Dutch up next.
Freestyle event. Judges ready, jumpers ready, set, go.
Always a crowd favorite, Team Ebony from Paris, France. That was like an off-axis suicide. Again, doing that two-wheel type of jumping with Jenny in the center. Wow. We were talking about having jump rope videos kind of in your back pocket to show people when people ask, well, what jump rope is about. And I typically try to keep a few. And one of them is the double Dutch singles that Ryan and Nick and Robbie did last year. It was absolutely amazing. And this routine is very similar in difficulty and creativity. With lots of new concepts too.
Yeah, I'm always excited to see what they're going to do. Like that. That's not awful.
That's very nice. Nice control. That was an 8-tuple.
Yep. And they're going to do another one right here.
That might have been 10. Was that 10? That was 8.
I think it was 8. Sweet. Good job, guys. Keep up the work.
Keep the control.
I love that freeze.
I love that freeze so much.
Oh. They're able to get right back into the routine very quickly. There's a shoemaker there. Oh, oh, oh.
Fell out of that.
So we're going to see a lot of flipping here from Nick. They're going to keep going, finish this off strong. There you go.
Good try by Hot Dog USA. Some very interesting skills in there.
Yeah, didn't go the way they wanted to, but definitely skilled jumpers nonetheless.
All right, we have another Bulldogs team on the floor, which gives an opportunity to talk a little bit more about famous Coach Frederick quotes. And Nigel has given us a lot to talk about. He said he was actually taking notes at the Bulldogs camp a couple years ago, so that's the way to be. All right.
Ready. Jumpers ready. Set. Go.
He says another one of his favorite quotes is, "To succeed, attitude is as important as ability. Stay positive." Don't let what you can't do interfere with what you can do. And last but not least, make mistakes, but don't quit. Sean Hamilton also really likes the quote, "Pain of discipline or pain of regret, you choose." And the discipline described in those quotes is absolutely reflected on the floor right now with these ladies. Great job, ladies. Good job, Bulldogs.
Freestyle event. Judges ready. Jumpers ready. Set. Go.
Another heart and soul routine. Always exciting to watch.
We had a shout out from the Burning Ropes at home.
Oh,
Were with
yay.
us last year, and I expect that we'll see them again next year. Big hello from Orlando, Florida.
Burning Ropes, one of my favorite teams. Hello to Germany.
What a powerful, powerful multiple under sequence.
Josh Eads needs to learn to jump a little higher.
He did a back tuck straight to a front tuck, right?
My goodness gracious. I think I could stand there and he could just back tuck over me.
Oh, jeez.
No duck.
Wow.
Finish it out.
Ballot. Perfect. That's fine. That was very good routine.
Shout out to Scotland, who I guess the entire country is watching us online.
Wow.
My goodness,
great.
that is not a few.
Speaking of, yesterday alone, we had 18,000 views over 49 countries. So let's get some more. Let's get 20,000 today.
It's a pretty, or 21 if we're going in order. I mean, we went from 11 to 14 to 18, so
There you go.
22 then, right?
22,000. Talk to your friends, your
What we need
neighbors.
today.
Wake up that lady next door who's always complaining that you stand on her grass.
You notice that we actually have some single double Dutch freestyle happening on the floor right now, and I suspect this is because those gentlemen did not have adequate rest time between some of their events, so they're now fitting them in here. Wow, that was huge.
There's actually 9 male double Dutch single freestyle competitors instead of 8. which would lead me to believe that there was a tie somewhere.
Yes, that is exactly what happened.
So it's a little bit stiffer competition now. Wow, good job.
This is a pretty ridiculous routine right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it always makes me nervous when they go that far back on the floor.
And that's a space violation there.
Yeah, it is. Not because any jumper went out, but because the rope did leave the boundaries.
Oh,
I suspect some of the difficult skills they did might make up for the space violation.
I would believe so because it's only a .2 for a space violation. So
Makes you wonder, is the space big enough? Should we actually be expanding the area that we have allowed to jump in?
that's a good question.
Or should jumpers just be more mindful of of how they write their routines?
And another suggestion might be, well, only be a space violation if the person actually leaves the square.
So the issue with that would be if you had multiple teams going on at the same time, because often the boundaries of the two stations do touch each other. So if your rope did pass outside the boundary and it would go into somebody else's station. So if the competitions were all individual like this, that wouldn't be an issue.
Wouldn't be an issue, you're right.
Or individual, go one at a time like this, that wouldn't be an issue.
On the floor now, we have the bouncing Bulldogs, Raymond, Adam, and Austin. Wow, look at those splits as he's turning. When they performed this yesterday, they got second in their age group, which is 17 and younger.
There we go, press handstand to a multiple under landing.